is in charge of Information and Communication Technology (ICT) and supervising DIG for the Southwest Geopolitical Zone, Mr. Fayoade Adegoke, has commenced his official tour of duty as part of efforts to strengthen policing operations across the Southwest. During an engagement at the Oyo State Police Command headquarters, Eleyele, Ibadan, Mr. Adegoke met with stakeholders, officers, and men of the command to discuss strategies for enhancing security, public confidence, and police community collaborations. Mr. Adegoke called on residents to continue to support the police with timely and credible intelligence, stressing that effective policing is a collective responsibility. Welcoming the delegation, the Commissioner of Police in Oyo State, Mr. Olugbenga Ayodeji, described the visit as timely, noting that strengthening the partnership between the police and the public while reinforcing the command's commitment to safeguarding lives and property. The Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ) Oyo State Council has warned that fake news, misinformation, and irresponsible reporting are fueling insecurity, threatening national unity, and eroding public confidence in the media. The warning is contained in a communique issued at the end of an intervention training on reporting in the era of insecurity and fake news held in Ibadan. Participants observed that the growing use of social media platforms, artificial intelligence tools, and race to break news first have contributed significantly to the spread of unverified information. The communique noted that careless and sensational reporting of terrorism, kidnapping, communal clashes, and other security-related issues could heighten tension, create panic, and endanger lives. It also condemned the unethical reportage of the kidnapping of pupils and teachers in Orire local government area, particularly the circulation of unverified claims about alleged demands by the abductors. The stakeholders urged journalists to prioritize accuracy above speed, strengthen fact-checking mechanisms, and adhere strictly to the principles of ethical and responsible journalism in the interest of peace, security, and national development. Stakeholders at the event included the Zonal Director, Radio Nigeria, Zonal Station, Mr. Olufemi Fulani, represented by the Zonal's Deputy Director, Programs, Mr. Nii Downsi, Deputy Director, News and Current Affairs and former Chairman of NUJ, Oyo State Council, Mr. Adewumi Faniro, and the Chairman, NUJ, Oyo State Council, Mr. Akim Abbas. You are on to the news at 11 on Premier FM 93.5 from the stable of Radio Nigeria. This day in 2011, the Nigerian Police Force headquarters in Abuja was bombed. And now to the rest of the bulletin. Japan's central bank has increased its main interest rate after a surge in global energy prices. The bank raised its policy rate to 1% from 0.75%, the highest since 1995. Japan's interest rates were cut aggressively in the 1990s to combat the fallout from a collapse in prices of assets like property and shares. United States President Donald Trump may decide to release a preliminary deal to end the war with Iran before Friday. U.S. Vice President James Vance made this known after the U.S. President said the agreement had already been signed. Meanwhile, Iran's Foreign Minister Saeed Abbas Araghchi has confirmed a new round of negotiations on reaching a final peace deal with the U.S. would begin in Switzerland the same day the deal was signed. And now sport. Cape Verde marked the first ever World Cup appearance with a hard-fought history draw with European champions Spain in their opening Group H feature. Spain, coming into the tournament as one of the favorites, were frustrated throughout the encounter with a valiant display by the debutant African side as the game ended goalless. Also yesterday, another African representative at the World Cup, Egypt, were denied their first ever World Cup win as they played out a 1-1 draw with Belgium. In other matches played, Saudi Arabia and Uruguay played a 1-1 draw, while Iran also played a 2-2 draw with New Zealand. Today features will see France take on Senegal, while Iraq will battle Norway. Stop indiscriminate dumping of refuse to avoid flooding. In today's Heart of the Matter, Fumilola Obabayegun of our current affairs unit writes on impact of climate change.
Recently, the tragic death of the lawyer Abdulsalami Binso after being trapped in a hotel left in Abuja has again brought to the front burner cases of avoidable tragedy occurring in the country. There are reports that he fell into an elevator shaft after allegedly stepping out of his room on the third floor at the hotel. Reports indicate that he was unaware that the lift malfunctioned. This tragedy is coming just a few weeks after a group of people, including a couple, raised an alarm on social media after being trapped in an elevator in Lagos. To underscore the fact that the incident has become a recurring decimal, which requires prompt intervention to prevent future occurrence. In 2023, a young doctor, Ware Diaso, fell to her death from a faulty elevator at the General Hospital in Lagos Island. The national outrage at the time came from the fact that the elevator had been dysfunctional for a while. What is said about this case is there had been no conclusive investigation and proper punishment meted to those found culpable. In 2021, an elevator crash at the Cocoa House in Ibadan left 2 people dead and 3 others seriously injured. Inasmuch as technology is man-made and can develop fault at any time. However, what the country lacks are maintenance, supervision, and other requisite human actions that go into making infrastructure like the elevator.
We sincerely apologize for that mix-up. We shall be taking that in a subsequent bulletin, to be precise, at What Today by What Today at 2 o'clock later today. To end the news at 11 on Premier FM 93.5 from the stable of Radio Nigeria, the top stories again. President Bola Tinubu has urged the nation's appellate court judges to deliver justice that is swift, fair, and blind to the status, tribal, financial standing of every litigant. Japan's central bank has increased its main interest rate after a surge in global energy prices. Cape Verde marked their first ever World Cup appearance with a hard-fought historic draw with European champions Spain in their opening Group H feature. For any information, contact us on these numbers 0802 334 5294 and 0803 242 9552, or visit us at number 617 Jibo Crescent, Yagoku Quarters, or Oba Adibingbe Road, Old Bagi Dugbe, Ibadan. You can also track us on www.radionigeriabana.gov.ng, X, Instagram, and Facebook at PFM 935 Ibadan. That ends the news at 11 on Premier FM 93.5. It was edited by Oluwakaode Banjo. I am Dayo Adinunga. Good morning. Thank you for listening.
Children, the elderly, and people with existing medical